Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sin Plays Monkey Minds. I've got my clock out here. It is just coming up today, which is pretty cool. Sorry about that. And today, this is actually my 30th episode, so wow, going pretty well. Obviously had a bit of a slow time the last sort of 2 months, but yeah, we are back into it and having a great time. Now, as you can see, I've cut down all the trees in here and they're all gone. Sad face. No, no, it's all right. But the one thing I am thinking about doing is, well, I put in some extra sugar cane over here, and I put in some extra sugar cane over here, and as you can see, they're fully grown, but I don't have the time. Well, not the time, but the efficiency of having it not chopped down and regrowing it again is sort of that it's killing me, and I need that to trade with villagers to make emeralds. So I think the next project we might build is a automated sugarcane farm. Now, what my plan here is to build a tree farm on the bottom level, and then on the above that to have a sugarcane farm. And what I'm thinking of doing actually is I found a video by Roy Mega King, I believe. I'll double check that name for you later in the episode, and I'll put a link down below. But he came up with a wonderful design, and I'll go show you that one right now. My building world. So this, I played around with this before. I'm just going to get rid of that out of my hand. So if you probably can't see this very well at the moment, but we'll break those so you can see in, at least for the moment. So this is made out of this cyan hardened clay. Pretty nice color. I don't think I have enough at the moment. Enough at least until we find a mesa biome, which we have lots and lots of hardened clay. But what happens here is we've got a block here. Get rid of that one there. So we've got a block here of water, so that allows the sugarcane to be planted. Whoops, see if we can do that. Much better. I've got a hopper here, which is not in the original design, but I put that there so any sugarcane that flows down the outside, which doesn't get picked up by this one, hopefully will get picked up by that one, but who knows. And also the fact that this works like that. We possibly could put in, let's find it, maybe a stone slab like that. I don't know if that will help it or not, or you can do it down, whoops, not the way I was trying to, but down like that, that could work. But yeah, the whole point of this is we have sugarcane growing each side. There's 8 of them along here, along this line here. As you can see, this is not knocking over the sugarcane. I'm not sure what mechanic allows that to happen, but I can tell you that it does happen. And this is stackable, so this line right here is most likely going to be the water. Is it going to flow on anything really? No, I don't think so. As you can see, that is the water, so I can, whoops, seal that back up. Did I lose some sugarcane there? No, I didn't. Okay, well, yeah. Anyway, that's not what I meant to do, but let's get on with this. So, as you can see here, we've got some sticky pistons all the way around, except for that corner here, which is used to identify certain positions. So that's fine. We'll come back inside. There is a bud switch right here, so it detects a block update. So, as you can see, there's nothing here at the moment. We'll grow this artificially. I'll only do one side because each side is just a mirror of each other. And then and then when this finally updates, bam. You don't have to have all of them full. You just need to have that top block being covered. As you can see, these will come down. You lose maybe 1 or 2 or something like that on the way down. Hopefully that'll get picked up. I don't know why that's not getting picked up. I'll get rid of that. Okay. Well, that might be something we look at. We might look at doing something like this. You get a bit of lag and I don't know what's happening, but you get a few things like that. So that's very interesting to note that you should actually leave these blocks uncovered, so that way the sugarcane can go straight in. These blocks are obviously somewhere that they don't know where they are, but you lose 1 block, you maybe lose 2 blocks. Still not too bad. Still not too bad. Now we come up here, so it's the same sort of thing, and then it will just drop down again. The idea that I'm thinking though at the moment is that I might actually put, let's go quickly to the hoppers. I might do something like so. Come up, bam, bam, bam. Take that out, put one on this side. Gotta be quick, not like that. There we go, and take that out as well. So that way, this is what I'm planning to have for on each level. And then when it will come down to a central point of which you come into this chest, and you can be like, hell yeah. Oops, that's not exactly what I meant to do, but yeah, it's a really cool idea, and I have to thank. Oh, I have to grab that name. I will grab that name before we finish the episode today. But yeah, it's a very very cool design, and I'm really happy to have it and to be able to use it. And I seem like I use everyone else's things all the time, and I probably do because there are a lot of other smart people out there. And you know what? Why reinvent the wheel if you don't have to? And I think I'm a bit guilty of that sometimes. That I want to reinvent the wheel. I want to be the best, or I want to show off, try to show off at least. And sometimes that's not possible. So my only worry here is, oops, if I can actually get inside. Let's get rid of that whole thing. Is that now when I open all of this, there we go. So that's going to pop. The ones in the middle are actually going to go down. So this is something I should just double check. See, they don't. Well, that's alright. We can figure something else out for the vertical down. We can maybe bring it down the side here, such as life. That's alright. So what I was thinking maybe is we can do something like, oh, obviously not like that. Let's try to do this better this time. Like that. There we go. Straight up. Bam. Oh, bam. Bam. It's not this one. It's this one I have to be really fast with. Let's see if we can do it. Don't put that on the wall. I did too. Wow, I'm having a good go at this. There we go. Alright, ready? 1, 2. There we go. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come to the side, to the side and to the side. So that way now that should work. That they should all come down the side, and then they should come all the way down here and go through there and into these chests. So that's a pretty cool thing to do. And what you can do then is you can just put this back. Whoops. If I can ever do this right, I'll probably be pretty happy with myself. So we can do something like this, and that way it is a bit more resource intensive, but I think it will pay off in the long run. At least it will look better. And you can put in something like this. Actually, I have been using the quartz pillars, so let's put that in. We don't need hoppers anymore. So we can come up here and go, whoops, that's not exactly what I wanted. There we go, and come down. So we've got these quartz pillars which you can put in maybe down to here. Definitely not what I wanted. There we go. And so this is just sort of design things that I'm doing at the moment, just to have a quick look. Probably helps if it's even on each side, so that way it looks quite nice. We can fill in the rest of this later, but in here I've used just normal quartz blocks. I think that looks really good with the cyan clay, but I don't think I'll end up using. I think I might end up using stone bricks because that is the cheapest block essentially for us to use at the moment. May mix in something else, but you know what, I might have a quick look and see how much cyan clay I have, and I might just build it out of cyan clay, and we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, it's pretty easy thing to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back, and I'm going to start putting it in. This is actually going to be each one of these cells. So this is a cell, then this is a cell. So each one of these cells is going to be, we have 1, 2, 1, 2. I think I'm going to go 5 high, and have the 2 rows at least, and then we'll see how we go. I may even make it double width, so we might even have sort of, what is that? So 5 high would be 5, 10, 20. We might have 20 of these things running, building a sugarcane. When the chunk is loaded. Obviously, it's going to cost a lot. These are sticky pistons. That's one thing I wanted to say. So these are all sticky pistons here. I can grab that. Is it not in this? No, there it is. Yep, no, it is there. These are all sticky pistons except for this one here. But I will put a link below to the tutorial. He does a really good job doing it. So what I'll do is I'll go back and build it, and we'll come back and have a look at maybe at least the one. We'll have a look at the one in the space and see how it looks. And then we'll go on from there. So yeah, guys, I'll be with you in just a second. Hey guys, so I have had time to build the first cell of the many, many cells that we will be building. Working pretty well. I just got to chop down one level here. Bam. And there you go. So I've got 3 1/4 stacks of sugarcane so far. The only thing I will say was when I was building this, I have it. So we still have the double sensor, but what I've done is I've actually connected both sides together because I was having trouble that when this would break it, when only one would go, it would push it sometimes too far onto this side, and essentially that's negated by the fact that when both close, there's only a one wide thing in the middle for them to travel, which works out really, really well. So as you can see here, it's all working pretty well. I just been here AFKing up on top of here so I could see what was happening, but we don't need to do that anymore. So whoops, nearly fell over. I did fall over there. But the idea here is let's get started on working on the next one. Pull some of that out of my inventory. I apologize. Oh, actually, one thing I did want to talk about before we get going was I actually built this frame here. So this frame, it shows you where the cells will be housed. So we got one here. As you can see, this corresponds to here. We got a one side break, and then we got the next one here, and then I have sort of mirrored this onto this side as well, and there's a three-way pathway here in the middle. So that's pretty cool. And it's all ready to go, really. I was thinking about doing one side maybe to get started. Is that the middle? Is that the one I wanted to do? Yes, it is. So we're going to come out 3 from the middle one here. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Whoop. I'll put one right there, and we'll go back up. Sorry about that. It is very late here at the moment, and by very late I mean probably 2:45 in the morning. I worked today, so I apologize if I sound a bit sleepy or tired or anything like that. But you know, sort of the only time I've got at the moment to record, so I'm going to record. But what we're doing here is we're actually going to be building our wonderful thing here, and I brought 16 with me, so therefore when we get to 8, that means we've used up all of our allotted amounts. And I didn't grab any glowstone. I just realized that. That's all right, we can come back for the glowstone at a later time, but first of all we're going to get rid of that, put that in. And what this trough here is going to be doing is going to be holding our water. So it's fairly easy. Whoops! And I did have to go out and find this hardened go out and find some clay. I would love to find a mesa biome rather sooner than later, because I have realized that using this cyan clay or any hardened clay will be a very tall order without it, because I essentially have to find it. I have to go find it everywhere. Yeah. I have to go find it. I keep saying the same word. I have to go find it. No. I would have to go and search for the clay, and then cook it. Whereas at least when you go to the mesa biome, it's all there, ready to go. All you got to do is mine it like that. I'm fairly certain you can mine it with just a normal pickaxe. Sorry, I just scratched my face. That's why we stopped. But yeah, it's all pretty easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that out. Fill the water in first, and the wonderful thing about already having sugarcane growing already is we have plenty that should be able to build and fill this in pretty quickly. And I'm hoping to make this all from memory. I did the other one pretty much from memory last time, so it shouldn't be too hard this time. And the good thing about infinite water sources is you don't need to go and find new blocks of water. I need one more to fill that last corner there. That was really weird. I don't know what happened just then, but it's all fixed now. All fixed now. So I'll come back with the glowstone in a second. let's start on the next part. So we shall put a solid bit on top of this, like so. And the only reason I'm going from end to end, I could just not do these two ends and save myself some space. I think it's going to look good with the design to do what we're doing at the moment, so I'm fairly happy to do this. And as you can see, whoa, damn, damn. That's the only problem with working on these scaffolders. You do sort of tend to fall off a little bit. So I'm gonna have to be very careful when I build this. When I build this way up high in the sky. That's a horrible joke. Actually, that's one thing I wanted to check before we go any further. Is this double thick or is this single thick? No, it is double thick. Okay. The reason why it is double thick is so that we can place our pistons on top of it, and we do have 32 pistons in total, and that is the sticky. Sorry, we have 34 pistons in total. 32 of them will be the sticky pistons, and I do have them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come up another layer, and go out a layer. Yeah, let's just do it like this. This will be the easiest way of doing it. 1, 2. So as you can see, we're just going to go along here. I could probably do this from not doing that. This probably isn't the most exciting episode. Not exciting, but this is probably it's a good building episode. It's one of those builds that I'm really. Wow, good job, Matt. Good job. It's one of these building episodes that I actually find it really cool. Obviously, this isn't my own design, but it's a really good design either way. Oh, and that's right. I found the name of the guy. So the other name of the channel is MegaRoyalGames, and his actual in-game name is different, but it is MegaRoyalGames is his channel. I will definitely put a link below anyway. So don't you worry about that. How many was it? It's 1, 2. Oh, I can't see 1, 2, 3. Fourth in the middle. 1, 2, 3. So the next one up will be the next one. Next one up. The next one up will be the step. The reason we have that step is just so we can get around the sides fairly easily. Yep, that looks right to me. Let's start putting out the pistons so we actually know what we're doing, at least for the moment. Yeah. And then, like I said, so you miss this one here. Bam. And it actually makes it good because there's a nice little step up here that we can get onto. Oh, poop, have I done that wrong too? I have. See, I had originally thought it was 4, and then I was like, no, that can't be right. It is 4 because what you need to do is you need to break that, and then you need to put one right here. And that's so that when you break it, I'll go down there and get that. When you got to come out to the edge. You probably could do it with the one the way I had it, but I'm trying to keep them all uniform because that way it'll make this a whole lot easier later on. Let's get up here, get up here. One different thing about building stuff in survival is it does take about double the time because you do have to go and get all the resources, which I've been working on doing, and then you also have to find interesting ways of actually placing blocks, because sometimes that can be the hardest thing to do, is figuring out how to place a block. In creative, you got to fit inside the space, or generally have to fit inside the space, and yeah, that's pretty interesting. Did I make one less than I was supposed to? I did the exact same thing on the other side. When I went to put the second row in, I put 2 extra pistons in the side, and didn't expect them to fall down there. Actually, that was different. And yeah, I was like, what? Why? Why do I not have all the blocks I need? And the reason is because I'm silly, very silly. Let's do it like this. I think this is the way I did it last time. It's a lot easier, like that, and then you just mine out this one here. Gives you a block. And what we're doing here is, ooh, Is that right? It is not. I know why it's not. It's because I didn't put this up high enough. I have to be careful with my lag because I'd like to I like to grab the blocks, but sometimes with my lag I have to actually grab a lot further out than I probably would expect, and yeah, I can fall off very, very easily. Um, it is nice having a schematic, I guess, on the server to build from, because that way I don't have to chop and change too much. I think when I built that one, I built it off by heart, but I'd already built it in creative only like a few minutes before I started this one, so that was pretty easy. Actually, what I should wait to do is I'm going to put our sticky pistons here. So this will be our block update thinker. Thinker, yeah, good job, Matt. This is our powering part to power the lines of redstone. I'm trying to go down further, but that won't work. So that's what you have to do with that. Now, this is not the hard part, but this is the part you got to get right. And it will push you off, but you know what? You'll be fine. Oh, that's annoying. I don't know. I'm seeming to have. I'm seeming. I seem to be having to concentrate a lot. There we go. Put one of them there. One of them here. And we're almost done with this area at the moment. So there you go. So that this breaks the. Actually, I don't know what that does. I just know that it works. There we go. So that's all done right there. Now we can come back on this side and set out the wonderful pistons. Now the reason I have done this like so is I actually I left room. I don't know if you can see it, but there's this corner, then that's that corner. The outer corner there is so that we can build a structure around this if I want to, if I don't like the look of it just as is, which I think is going to look pretty cool either way. But I thought just in case I'll build it into the design so that we can change it if we want to. We don't have to change it if we don't want to, but I think it'll definitely be very cool if we do want to change it. And I think I would have a good amount of clay left over, so we're going to go point this way. This has to be on max delay, which I have to change the other side when I go back over there. And we'll fill all this in. Fill. So originally I had it like that, but now I've added that one in the center there. And we'll do it on this side. Fill all the way through. 2, 3. Oh, I changed it the wrong way around. 1, 2, 3. That's much better. So what we've pretty much now got is the basis of our thing. I'm just going to fill in some. There you go. So that's the block update. So I got it updated here. So we'll do the same thing there. Updates all the blocks. Side as well. I think I went all the way along just to make it look nice. Except actually I didn't go down this one. Oh, I'll go down. I'm gonna go down anyway to pick up that stuff. So I'll just do that to make it look normal. Oh. Good job. Good jump. Good jump. I want to have it all the same, so this is, I guess, saving some stuff. So let's go over grab some glowstone. We'll grab some. I don't even know what we're missing. What are we missing? Glowstone, some quartz blocks. That's what I mean. 32 quartz blocks. That might also be something that becomes quite expensive in the end. Hopefully we can go into the nether and start mining it. I know we'll be digging some tunnels. Oh, awesome. I actually have some right here, so I need that much. It is a fair amount of quartz blocks per thing, so this isn't a small task, especially if you're using sort of expensive blocks like I chose to. But you don't have to choose these expensive blocks. You can use run-of-the-mill blocks and it'll work out exactly the same. I'm going to come up here because it's actually easier to throw from over here onto there. Brilliant. So what we're going to do is the only other thing I did forget was a chest, but I can get that later on. It's definitely not needed straight away. So there's your 8. These will plant with sugarcane. I will show you. You can also plant those sugarcane straight away if you want to wait for them to grow while you're waiting. Now, yeah, that's just about to go, so that'll be cool. We'll get some more of those, and because the water is just behind here, we do get the sugarcane growing like that, so that's pretty cool. There we go. Now a block of quartz, and you just fill this all in fairly easily, like so, like so, like so, like so. Now some important things that I've done just for just to make it look neater and cleaner is I put 2 up here, and then I've actually done these top 2, so I'll run back over here, do the same, 1, 2, and then we've done 1, 2 as well. So that sort of seals it off. It looks quite nice from the inside. Obviously you can still see those, but we can maybe put some blocks in here to clear that up if we want to. And I've also put in some wonderful torches at the top to keep it all well lit, because even this build doesn't light very well. So that's one thing you do have to keep in mind, is that you might need to put up some torches. So what I have been doing is, putting some torches here, there. Why is that? Is that different? No, it is too. I'm just very silly. There we go. So some torches here, and then I think on the corners at this end as well. And I have done some from the edges. Ooh, good job, Matt. Good job. Throw it there. Put me down the center. Ooh, this is going to be tough. I can put one there. If I can reach it. There. And one at the end here. And the reason I've done that is just so we don't have too many mobs spawning, because some of the spaces were only 8 high. So we're only like level 7. I'm going to put some extra walkways in here just in case I need them. Ooh, I might work on the floor in another episode, but I think what I'm going to do is, now that I've shown this build, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. Oh, I don't mean to look at the floor. I'm going to start. Oh, the water. Sorry. There we go. Now it's fully built without the hoppers and the chest, but I can do that pretty easily. I think you guys can do that on your own. What I'm going to do is, over time, I'm going to build this up. I will have a sort of a showcasing of this, and I'm just going to work on sort of 2 to 4 at a time. At the moment now we have 32 spaces on each. Was it 8 times 8? Sorry, 8 times 2 plus times 2. 4 times 8 is 32. So what we have is probably the maximum of 64 reeds per harvest. Per double harvest, so that's a pretty good number, and I'm fairly happy with that. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to build this up and have a and get to a point where I'm happy with how it's going. And if we get up here, I'll show you what I've been doing. I've just been sitting up here and just letting some reeds grow. And I think, you know what, I don't have one. I'm going to pick this one up, do you think, guys? Oh, really? I don't know. It's just one of those things that I think if I wasn't so laggy, I probably would have got that one. But I feel like I've been rambling for a fairly long time, so let's go over here. I'll swap that out, put the sugarcane in my hand, and we'll go bam. There we go. Brilliant. So one thing there, so these ones, they look like on the side, but they're actually phased. it's weird. It's a really weird glitch I've seen before, and sort of that's why I wanted to keep these sides open. Is that they glitch here, but they're actually in the water, and then they work their way down, and they come in here, and as you can see, we have 23 more reeds. So that's a fairly good haul for having to do literally nothing, but stand here and have the chunks loaded. So yeah, guys, I hope you like what we've done today and sort of shown off some new interesting ideas. We've got two things side by side here. They look pretty cool. Obviously, we're going to chuck in some more detail to these later on when we're getting a bit when we're further in and they look a bit better. We'll fancy up this. It won't be a wood platform. Just the wood was just a cheap way of building a scaffold. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And that's not the button I want. That's the button I want. And if you'd like to watch. If you'd like to see any more videos, I'd be happy for you to subscribe. If you'd like to tell me anything I've done wrong or right, please chuck it in the comments below. And a like always helps. But as always, guys, have a good day. Sin out.